Hello, 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 everyone. Happy Monday.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Happy Monday to everyone.
Happy Diwali.
Yeah.
It's
Happy
a
Diwali.
festival of lights.
Which is beautiful lights.
Beautiful light. Our beautiful friend Himani, our Moderator Extraordinaire, she of course is celebrating Diwali tonight. And it's been great celebrations where they've had prayers, they've been out to watch the fireworks and sharing the lights. We may or may not see her tonight, so I'm hoping everybody behaves themselves because we haven't got we haven't got Himani here, and I want to tell them that you've all did a great job.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Let's see who do we have in the chat, Jen?
We have, let's see, of course, Harjarene, you're first, and then Jo. And then we have Delilah, who's our biggest, she's making sure we're doing what we're supposed to do. That is what I'll say about Delilah. She makes sure we're not, going off the range there. And then Miss Traveling Tees, always goes so good to see her. And then Miss Nikki, good to see you again. And then let's see, let me come down. We have Auntie Mama's Kitchen. Thank you for joining us. And hopefully y'all are starting your day with Auntie Mama, and I still got to get her some HEB Texas pecan coffee. If you know, you know. So I got to get that sent to her. And then we have Idiosyncratic Girl. So good to see you, Mia and Grant. Grant, you are making sure you're hitting every one of these. It's good to see you, Grant. Just supporting us, and then making sure, and everyone make sure we're supporting Grant as well. And then we have Sandra G. And then let's see, and then Losing It Great. And so I need to correct myself. So I know it's a play on word, but I know it's actually Grace. So it's actually Losing It Grace, correct?
Grace.
Yeah, Grace. Yep. And then we have Michelle's Mira. Good to see you, Michelle. And that was good. That was a good dinner your son made for you last night. And then we have Lori from GLP One Journey in Review.
Hello, Lori. Hello.
Yeah, good to see you. She had today she had on where's my brain at?
Was it Shy?
What's that?
Was it Shy?
No, it wasn't Shy. Rose. Brittany Rose. Is that the right name? Yeah, Brittany Rose. Yep.
Okay.
And so my brain had to get there. Texas pecan coffee is so good. It's Darian, King Darian.
Hi, Darian.
Darian, we've got to decide what we've got to give Grant a royal title since we call you king. He's either got to be a duke or a viscount. What are the terms? Jo can tell us the order of.
I think Grant should be the Earl of Campbell.
Oh
yes. Okay.
Oh yes, Earl of Campbell. Love it. Love it, Lord Grant. I love it. And then we have Tammy. Tammy, thank you for joining us.
Hi, Tammy.
And so if you're in the woods so that's going to be, I know we say in the bushes, I have woods around me, so it's going to be in the woods. So I'm not going to break out into, well, Jo, maybe into the woods, Stephen Sondheim. And so I won't break out into Broadway, but I might. I might. And then L. Lewis, who we just found out that L. Lewis, according to Miss Felicia, is might be James Bond. Might be 008. I don't know. International call.
L7.
Okay.
Oh, I like that. L7. L7. Yeah.
007. Okay.
We're calling 007. And then we have Low Carb Queen in the house. Thank you for joining us.
Low Carb Queen.
So yeah, so we have a good show. And then everyone, actually, Jo, do you want to say something about the next entrant here who just had her debut live?
Yes, I do. Let's have a look. I could just see that we've got Miss Felicia Marie B, who was just on her first ever live. Yes. So everybody, if you've not seen it already, go and check the replay. It was fabulous. But there's another person in the chat, another person who tried. She did a dry run, and it was amazing. And that, of course, is Real General Talk with me. So props to you too, Miss B. Props to you too. Good. Fabulous entrance into the
Way to go, ladies. Way to go.
Yes. And then Vicky also walked us through the journaling, which I think is going to be a really fun. Whether you do it as a premiere, whether you do it as a live, whatever the case, it's going to be really fun. And then we have Amy. So let's make sure you're on. Amy has 2 channels, of course, her weight loss journey, and then she also has the cruises. I'm telling you,
It's really cruising too.
Yes.
Beautiful to sit out in the ocean. Or see that thing, ocean and everything. And then we have Kim J. So Kim J is dropping knowledge and dropping fun. I don't know. Every time I know Kim J has a video, like I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna learn something, and that's the best. That's one of the best ways to learn, right? If you can laugh about it. So okay, so I've got to brag. So this just came in the mail.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
Look at that.
Who do we know that makes these? Who else have we seen these on? Once again, Miss Harjarene is handing out these earrings. So y'all have got to connect with her. And
Great these for myself.
Right. And I don't know if y'all have to let me know when Miss Bellflower comes in. I got some purple earrings. I know they always look royal blue, but they are actually a very, very pretty deep purple.
You can actually do purple today.
Yeah, you can actually do purple. They're beautiful.
Oh,
they're beautiful. So let's see. Delilah, check out Real Journal Talk with V. That's really good. And then let's see. Into the woods and down the deli. The path is straight. I know.
Oh, you sure?
Wait. Okay. Dario knows Into the Woods. Like this live is about to become a Broadway show.
I thought we had insisted on no singing.
We're breaking out. We're changing.
I thought there was no singing. I was told categorically no singing.
Oh, if it's Stephen Sondheim, we're singing, friends. We are singing. But okay, Darium got me distracted. Okay. And then we have Foodie. We have Vic. So y'all have got to connect with Foodie's Vacation and Vicky. She has the best music, and that's not even on the dance parties. She has the best music. So make sure you're connected with Foodie's Vacation. Yeah, the after party is good. Michelle's Mira, you've got to connect with her. And then let's see, I just want to make sure anybody new coming in. So I think that's everyone. If I missed anyone, I apologize. We'll make sure to catch you. We have a few, so just because we're going to have some announcements, but the biggest thing we're going to talk today about movement. So you might see us moving. We ask that because depending on how long this lasts, make sure you're getting up. I think in Darium, I know you'll drop. I can't remember I think it's the American Diabetes Association, but I think the Heart Association may have another number, but I know Darium will look it up and you'll give us the facts. But it used to be, 5 minutes every hour, right? I think it was 2 or 3 years ago that the American Diabetes Association came out and it's like, actually try to move at least 5 minutes every 30 minutes. So we are going to talk about how we're moving. We want to know how you're moving, what you're doing differently, all the questions are going to surround that. But before that, I think Joe has some announcements for us.
Okay, so you may have actually noticed this is the first time that we're doing the behind the scenes from one channel. And that's because we've listened to you guys. We've heard you say, I'm confused about which chat we're supposed to be in. Where's my friend at? Your friend's over in Calamity's channel and you're over in Harjarene's. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to actually do it where we're going to alternate it so that you're still in the same chat. You can still engage in the topic that we're having. You can still pose questions, but you're all going to be in the same chat. So that's what we're doing today. We're here on Harjarene's channel this week. Next week, join us over at Calamity's channel. Speaking of Calamity, before you put your mic on, speaking of Calamity, there's a whisper around these parts that she's been interviewed, and the interview goes out tomorrow on Laurie's GLP-1 Journey in Review. So, Laurie, make sure you post your link in the chat so we can all make sure we connect to you and we'll all watch Calamity Jane's interview with you tomorrow. Am I also remembering, Clam, that you've been doing something with the source?
Yeah, the source, and if you're not connected, and so in Harjarene, it should be hashtag DeBossway, right? Has that popped up for people
It's,
to share their.
It's going to be the boss, but hashtag the boss way. Yes.
The boss way. Yeah. So make sure you're sharing your channels. But yeah, I'm really excited about the interview with Lori. Like I enjoyed catching her other interviews. So it's been really exciting. And so I think there was good laughs. There's good sort of, Lori has those great questions to make you think. And so I'm really looking forward to that interview. And then, yes, the source. If you're a small content creator, the source is another connect and grow opportunity. So a couple of channels I do want to highlight. You have Tuber Chat. So, and it's just at Tuber Chat. Connect with them. There's also the source, and it's literally just the source. And then, Joe, who's our friend?
The source 479. That's the one that you will always find him on.
The source 479. Thank you for that. And then our gentleman, the Are You Locked In?
Chip. Are You Locked In?
Are You Locked In? So, yeah, make sure you're connecting with those channels for the opportunity to, if you're trying to grow your channel. Some people may not be.
And of course, Candy K all day.
Yes, and Candy K all day. Candy K is amazing. Just her content, the knowledge that she brings to us is just really amazing. And then we have Kate. So Kate, what's the stat? Do we have a winner? Did the Mariner, are we still in the series? Because you're the only person you're my only source of what the Mariners are doing. So give us an update. Hopefully it's good news for the Mariners. So Kate's with us. And then Bellflower came in. Bellflower, I got some earrings from Harjarene. This is how I'm not an influencer, because I don't know how to make sure to show that this is purple. Harjarene, and see the purple?
That's definitely purple.
So make sure you're connecting with Harjarene. So make sure you get these earrings, Bellflower. So you have that purple.
Purple Bellflower.
So perfect.
We're going to have some questions. We'd like you guys to also put some questions in on the chat about movement. Of course, these two beautiful queens that stand before me. They've already been involved in so many of these challenges that we see. You don't see me doing challenges because I have to do modified. Maybe you've seen me do the dip and fall back. In fact, maybe we do some dip and fall backs today as well. Mm-hmm. We'll work on those. But yes, we're going to have some questions. But am I right as well that we've got a new format that we're doing? Does somebody want to tell us about that? Something just for today's episode.
Oh, yes. So one of the things we really want to do, only because there's been, even just literally today, there's been a couple of channels that have been telling us how they move. And so if you want to come on throughout the live as we ask questions, and this can be anybody, whether you're a content creator or supporter or whatever, if you want to come on to the StreamYard and just join for a few minutes and tell us how you're moving in where you're at today and the types of movements you're getting into, if there's things you want to try, if you just want to be part of the discussion, you're welcome to join. I think we can have up to 10 people. It could be a full party if we want to, but if you want to come on in and tell us some things that you are trying out. I think we have people that are in boot camps. We have people that are doing Pilates. We have people who are doing powerlifting. And, I think this is an opportunity to really hear from folks. And then and then those of us who are at jobs that, kind of create a more sedentary existence, what can we do in that reality? How can we move? So we want to hear from you. So we'll drop that link when the time comes, and we definitely want you to join us. And you don't have to have prior live experience to join us. You can. It's a friendly, safe environment. Miss Mary will not bite.
Are we okay to let them use their avatar if they don't want to actually be on the screen, but they want to chat?
Yeah, you can come in without turning on your camera. Yep.
Yeah. That is correct.
Oh, yes, you've got to get the hot. Well, you probably have seen the hot pink, Delilah. Yeah, get some hot pink.
That's the hot pink?
Those.
Yeah. Oh, I have to get my hat. Hold on.
They look like a downsizing diva pink from you remember the dress that she wore for her birthday?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
The top that she wore for her birthday, her and baby Dee.
Yes. Now I love green. And so I know, Joe, you told me to name, well, we're getting off track, but I know you told me to name them, but I know that's your thing. So I like to give, that's your precious moment to name stuff, but let me think about it. Because I like when people have their thing, and I'm never a duplicator, if that makes sense. I try not to be. So, okay, but cool.
Did you see Joe's earrings she's wearing today?
Oh, yes. Yes, ma'am. I see them.
Aren't they
That's a great
beautiful?
model.
Earrings.
My
Yes.
Colin McClay jewelry, my
Yes.
unique pair from
Yeah.
the gorgeous Clementi Jade.
I
Thank you, Jen.
know. And after this live, low carb cream, you're going to be like, Jennifer, you need to hurry up and get off this live because I finished up Mia's and I'm about to start on low carb queens, and they're going to be red, green, and I'm going to throw some white and translucent. We're going to do some Christmas.
Crystals.
Oh,
Okay.
beautiful.
Getting ready for the holiday.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah. But cool. So you ready for us, Harjarene, for questions?
I am ready. I'm ready.
Are you going first? You answering first, Clam?
Sure,
All
that
right.
works. And please, as questions come up, throw your answers in the chat. And if you want to come on, like I said, we'll throw I think I may have already seen it, but we'll throw in the StreamYard link and definitely come on and join us and let's chat.
Okay. What's one way you move? What's one way you move that makes you feel most like yourself, no matter the pace or the intensity?
I like this one. I think it's going to be walking because and I think and I'll just keep this simple. I think it's because it's the cheapest. And I will say, depending on ability, things like that, it's it's the cheapest, and I love being outside. Crooked Peach, she's one of our chicken gardener extraordinaire, and she's also on Foodie's channel. But at Crooked Peach, follow her for sure. She talks about it a lot. First thing in the morning, get out in that sunrise, walk around. It'll change your life. How about you, Jo?
Well, speaking of Crooked Peach, we all know that she likes to dance, as do I.
Yes, Crooked Peach does like to dance. Yes.
I'm so tired. I do love to dance, and whilst I can dance with Sir Michael, my groove thing is not thanging at that point. So I find that cheer dancing, I was saying to Paul earlier, you can't do candy like you could do it in a chair.
Right.
Like, oh my goodness, like Jo, every time I see, every time you dance or break out, I just I feel like you were the Nottingham version, if you will, of like the Studio 54.
Oh yes.
Like you were Studio 54. So yeah.
Absolutely. In a different life, I was Donna Summer.
Exactly. Right.
Yep.
How about you, Harjarene?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say walking as well. And like Crooked Peach said, get out there early in the morning. I can't get out as early as I used to because school has started. I have to get the kids ready for school. And I had a scare because I used to get out there like 5 o'clock in the morning. But I had a scare on the trail one day, and so that kind of traumatized me a little bit. So I stopped going before the sun is up. Yeah. So I have to go after they go to school and everything. So I get out there between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock now. But walking, because it gives me a peace of mind, Right. You can connect with everything that you were thinking about yesterday or today, what you got planned for today. But it just calms my mind walking and gets me set for the day.
So Darium asked I'm pretty sure this is maybe a rhetorical question, but we're asking it. Does running my mouth count as movement? And yes, it does.
It does.
When we smile, more muscles, more calories are burned. Mm-hmm. So yes, Darium.
We're calling it face cardio.
Even using those fingers typing is exercise.
You will be the only one that doesn't have Ozempic face because you are running your mouth and moving those.
All right, Darian.
Now, I did see a question. It came in from Delilah. Let me go back to it. It was one early. Let me see. Oh, now look, I've lost it. It was early, just before we were talking about the first question. Can you see it with the cues?
Oh. How do we not see the cues?
Delilah, can you post it again?
Here we go. It was at 30 minutes past.
There she is.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
a very good question. And I can answer that specifically about fibromyalgia. I could talk a little bit about arthritis because my sister's got arthritis, but I know for definite fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia is one of those awful syndromes or things that you get, and it wipes you out. It wipes you out. Your body starts aching. Your joints start aching. The fatigue is for real. The lymph nodes come up in all of the wrong places. Really bad swollen glands and things. Your brain goes. The cognitive brain fog is there to stay for the whole duration, and you want to sleep. And so when I have a flare up, that's exactly what I do. I sleep. My doctor told me that pacing is so important for fibromyalgia sufferers. Don't do that thing where you're going to put where people go, oh, I went 150%. Fibromyalgia people can't do 150%. 100% will mean that you're going to feel it in a couple of days' time. So we have to be strategic about how we use our energy sources so that we don't get the flare-ups. Because the more flare-ups you get, the more debilitating it becomes. That's my experience and what my doctor told me. I am very heavily medicated though, so as I say, it might be different levels of fibromyalgia. I've got the one where it affects all 4 quadrants. Can I speak just a little bit about arthritis? Because of my sister. My sister's got arthritis and MS. And the MS that she's got is the rapid repeating, the RR one. I can't remember what it is in total, but she's had the arthritis for years. And she finds that the best way to work through that is with medication, but she has to power through because she has to get things moving. With that said, you've really got to speak to your doctor about that based on your meds, based on your specific level of care and your specific needs. I know Linda is a sufferer of arthritis. So if Linda's on from Linda's Journey, we know we've been seeing Linda do some fabulous challenges. So it might be great if Linda would like to come on and join us at some point to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Great question, Delilah.
Yeah. Any more questions in the chat, Chelsea?
There was, so it's, we don't necessarily have to answer, but I am going to direct. So Traveling T asked, well, she specifically asked, it's Darian, but I don't know if he's answered yet. And actually, DeBossway, you may be able to answer this too. Can someone get a speeding ticket on a bike? Well, I encourage you to go over to Mr. Paul Anderson's site, because he had a short on this. He uses a mobility chair, and he actually asked the cop this question, and a cop answered that question for him. So go and check out. And if someone could drop his, I don't know if he's in the chat with us yet.
Paul Amadeus Lane.
Yeah, Paul Amadeus Lane. He actually, he asked the cop, and that cop answered that question, but specifically for e-bikes. DeBossway, do you know?
Well, most of the places around here is 20 miles per hour, or like school zones are 20 miles per hour. My bike goes 20 miles per hour. So I would be okay there. And then the slower lanes are like 30, 35. They have bike lanes here in Mansfield.
Oh, nice. That's good.
Yeah, they have bike lanes here.
I know there was a moment in like DC, and if some of y'all are over there in DC or the DMV, I know they had to kind of, because some bikes were going pretty rogue, and so they had to kind of calm some of those people down. I don't think they gave tickets, but I think they gave warnings.
Mine only goes 20 miles per hour. Yeah. It goes fast though, but it's 20 miles per hour, but it seems like it's going fast. Fabulous.
And then Darian goes, who did say not yet, because people could get away from the cops rather quickly. So,
right.
I think there might be a video on that, just FYI out there if you want to witness that. And then Kim J, I just want to kind of throw this on that most recent question. She goes, with fibromyalgia, the nerves are all out of whack, inflammation, pain. Yeah. So
we definitely got to do a video on that.
And then I just want to do, before we go to the next question, Nicole came in. So I just want to say a quick shout out to, hey, Nicole. And so since she entered the chat and everything. So back to you.
All right. Question 2. If your movement style had a name, what would it be? Example, the wiggle and wait, the chair groove, the stretch and sass.
I'm gonna give it to you quickly, Joe, because I haven't thought. I'm thinking through
I
some
know
names.
mine already, and I think this is the perfect time for everyone to join in with the dip and fall back. So if you can, by all means, stand and do the squats. But if you're doing like me, where we need to do the modified, then hold on to something and you go dip and fall back, dip and fall back. We'll do 5. Dip and fall back, dip and fall back, dip and fall back. That's the first 5 we're gonna do. We'll end up doing 50 by the end of the day.
I'm huffing and puffing from that.
Right.
If you sing along, it also helps your core. I'm sure of it.
Okay.
I think, unfortunately, my name, even with the walking, is probably just don't fall. Like I just don't. I have a history of one of these days I need to take an X-ray of my ankle because I just have a history since I was a kid of sprain. Because I just go. I don't pay attention to what's in front of me, and end up on the ground. So that would probably be it. As much as I love walking,
Okay. So
Be
don't
careful.
fall.
Don't fall. Yep.
And make sure you take your phone with you when you go out walking in the woods.
I do. I try. I figured, if I don't, I'll just figure out a bird call or something.
I'm gonna name mine Confused when I'm walking.
Confused?
Yeah, because 1 minute I may be walking fast with a thought, next minute I might be walking slow with a thought.
Right.
My slow is like 17 miles per hour, but yeah.
Yeah,
maybe that's just your version of interval walking. Maybe your body has an automatic interval walk setting or something.
It does. I walk like my aunt used to walk so fast. We used to be running behind her trying to keep up with.
Right.
I saw myself walking one day in Walmart. I say, my daughter was recording me. I said, I walk just like my Aunt Dale.
Right.
Fast.
And then we have Simply Taisha. She just came in, and so everybody do a big shout out to Miss Simply Taisha.
Hello, Miss Simply Taisha. Loving your earring days.
Yes.
I could see there's 2 more fibromyalgia sufferers in the chat.
Right.
See, Nicole, she says that she also feels really wiped out. And when you need to rest, you just need rest. And
Right.
Simply Taisha, she goes on to say that she hasn't had a fibromyalgia flare-up since she started her Zep-bound journey. Which, folks, I think that if you haven't thrown up some confetti, throw up the confetti.
Yeah. Wow.
I want to say something here real quick, and I know it's not the experience of everyone, and you just have to decide how comfortable you are. But something my sister reminded me of: when you're, make sure that on this journey. And that's why I love that a lot of us have YouTube, because we are documenting this journey, right? But if you're taking even more individual notes. And because there may, talk with your doctor and things like that, but there might be opportunities. I don't know if it's on their website. I'd have to look, where you can advise other ways these medicines are helping, and get that communicated. If your doctor is in touch with reps and all this other stuff, or if they're involved in medical boards, because it's so important that we continue to make sure we're documenting other things that this medicine is doing. So
Great point.
very, very important.
Yeah.
So very good.
All right. What's a movement you reclaimed or redefined for your body and your life?
Reclaim. It's not even really a move, but the planks. So thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Simply Taisha knows when to come into a room, right? The planks, because I probably have not done a plank for a couple of years. I'll just leave it at that. And then it's not really a exercise move. It's more of just a flexibility test, but sitting cross-legged, either on the ground or in because you're watching like a little movie and there's some petite thing that sits on the couch and crosses their legs and cuddles with their, loved one or whatever. Yeah, I can do that now. I can I can sit with my legs crossed on the couch or in a chair. So that's kind of fun.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Well, for me, obviously, you know that I'm walking now, but I'm walking like a pinball machine. Whereas I'm not necessarily steady on my feet yet, so I'm banging into a lot of stuff. But the point is, I'm walking. It's happy days.
That's right. Walking. Yes.
That's good.
Well, I'm running again on 1 day a week on Saturdays, and I normally do 2 laps and then walk. But this Saturday when I went, I ran 3 laps. And I ran that 3rd lap like it was no big deal. And my camera was dead at home, so I didn't get a chance to film it. And then that hurt my heart not to be able to film it.
Oh,
but I did get my 3 laps in. And the only thing I did different was I paid attention to my breathing. I think a lot of runners say that.
Right.
Pay attention to your breathing. And I paid attention to my breathing. And it took me on my 3rd lap. I was like, oh wow, that worked. That worked. But yes, I reclaimed running again.
That's awesome.
And breathing,
what
so
yeah. In the chat, then what are people reclaiming in the chat?
There's a couple. So people said squats and planks. Simply Taisha even mentioned, being able to cross legs without the leg going numb, because I think we've all felt that for different reasons.
Now I'm not crossing my legs. Now just be crossing my legs.
Oh, come on. Oh, okay, miss. Let me do a herky. Let me do a herky just to be doing a herky. Right. I'm not gonna cross my legs, but I'm just gonna jump in the air every once in a while. Okay, Harjarene.
Do a high kick once in a while.
And Kim J says can do planks now. And you get low in your planks, Kim J.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Kim J is showing out on all the challenges, y'all.
She is.
Did you see it the other day with the wall sits and 2 keto bells?
Yes, yeah. I did.
I did.
And okay, so I'm going to call this one out for Low Carb Queen, because even when I was, at my fittest back in the day doing Zumba, I still did not like walking upstairs. So the fact that you're saying walking upstairs with ease,
that is huge.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Huge.
Because I even used to say, it's like, I think walking upstairs is just no matter how fit you are, walking upstairs is always a test. So that's impressive, Kim, Low Carb Queen.
Yeah.
And then we have Nicole saying crossing legs, push up, Pilates, walk without that's important. Walk without getting out of breath. I love it.
Now, I was on, was it Downsizing Divas live the other day? And Shay came on. Shay, the Downsizing Divas name twin. Yes. She mentioned she does this exercise. She calls it the Russian twist and something. And I'm dying to know what it is. So if anybody knows what that exercise is.
I've never heard of the Russian twist.
Say it again.
The Russian twist, because I wanted to sing Twist and Shout. Obviously, everything that I hear comes up with a song. But it was Russian twist, but she said it's something to do with the abs.
Oh, yeah. This is... now you gave Taisha an idea. I'm probably not going to see it next week. And I just saw what it is. Thanks, Joe. Just because you want to sing a song.
Taisha, whenever you do the Russian twist, you've got to sing Twist and Shout.
Yeah, look at it. She said she loved the Russian twist. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we just got our November challenge. Thanks, Joe, Taisha. Oh my goodness. But basically, so imagine you're in, like when you're doing the ab exercise and you're in a V, your body's in a V.
Mm-hmm.
You seen that move? And basically you're in that position.
Oh, so my arms are appearing.
Okay.
And then your legs aren't straight. I think they're bent. In this one video, the legs are bent 90 degrees, and you're twisting your body.
Oh no, please don't, Taisha.
Oh, she's doing it. She already has the short ready for us.
Oh.
It's already out. It's already out there.
You can do that in your chair.
You can do it in your chair.
Yeah, in your chair. Yes. Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
You can do that in your chair.
Right, wow. Taisha, I'm ready for that challenge. I'm ready.
No, she thought we should totally do it.
Yeah. And then let's see, Cookie came in, our favorite person, even though we always want that chocolate chip cookie every time we type her name. So that's okay. Oh, she loves cinnamon twist. So yeah, there you go.
She said she
On that
loves
one.
cinnamon twist.
That's what Kim J said above that.
I can sit in one. Oh yes, yes.
Oh, wow.
That's a good one.
Yes.
Oh, that is beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Are we now calling it the Love Seat, Kim J?
Oh.
Yeah. That's cool. So fun.
Okay.
What you got for us next?
All right. How do you decide what kind of movement works for you on any given day, especially when symptoms or energy levels shift?
Yeah, and I know, and if someone, I would love for someone who really does, who either has does the Fitbit or Apple Watch, and then what's the ring called that people do?
The Oura Ring.
Oura Ring, because I know those devices will kind of give you a level of what your day. So if there's anybody that does that and wants to talk about that or monitors that, I have one on my Fitbit. Sometimes I listen to it, but I usually, if it's just one of those days that I know I need movement, but it's like, am I doing Zumba? Am I doing an intense strength training? Maybe not. So those days will be, that's the day I'm just going to make sure I get up every 30 minutes and do something, or I might just do some, seated weights or something like that. Or I do just what I call them gentle exercises. So they're going to be like there's a couple of the Yes to Next ladies at Yes to Next. They're on YouTube. They have workouts for like the lymphatic system, which is a lot of stretching, stuff like that. So that's when I'll kind of focus on flexibility and stretching. Now on the days that I have, like I wake up and I'm like, because we have Miss Twan running around doing her 4:45 a.m. workouts. And so
have you seen the lunges and the backward lunges?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
my.
I saw it on the preview.
Yeah. And so on those days when it's just like, yep, get out of this bed and do it, then that's a day I know I'm going to expend my energy, because I don't know if it will be there tomorrow. Right. So I go ahead and belt it out. What about you, Jo?
Mine is different still because of my health needs. Right. So I've had a couple of really bad fibromyalgia flare-ups, and I'm going to the baby shower on Saturday. So I'm trying really hard to actually conserve some energy this week in the hope of not getting another flare up after going out for the that. So one thing I have been doing, so I've been doing the planks and I've been doing the dip and fall backs. Yeah. But one thing I like to do actually is to do some housework. Yeah. Try and get, because my house doesn't clean itself. Right. So I need to, we've not got to that stage yet where the house cleans itself. So if I've got a little bit of energy, I'd rather use it on chores. Then I could still be doing the thing where I'm holding my stomach in, still trying to walk with a straight back, clenched glutes. I'm not able to do lunges yet, Twan. I am sorry. And then, of course, I also like my vibration plate.
Got it.
Just 10 minutes, not every day, but 10 minutes on days when I've got enough energy to do it.
Well, Jo, Jo, can you, after Harjarene gives hers, can you walk us through like how you set yourself up for your walk the other day? Because I would love to kind of hear sort of how you got into the mental and kind of physical readiness for that.
Yeah, great. You go first, Harjarene.
Even though I ride my bicycle, on those days that I don't just feel like doing anything, I will at least ride my bicycle. Because walking those 5 miles and riding the bike 5 miles is two different things. Riding the bike,
Right.
That bike is a game changer for you, isn't it?
Oh, that e-bike is a game changer for me, because I'm ready to go 12 miles and then just zoom on back home.
Right.
The 12 miles back.
All right. And now you discovered a whole e-bike community out there on YouTube.
Yes.
So.
Yes. Is it was it JT?
I think so. Or yeah. Because he found, I don't even know how he found, I don't know if it was from the source or another found it. And then I saw that one of his recent videos was the e-bike. And I said, I need to go to my friend's channel. So, so yeah.
So I will be following. I'm already following. I will be looking at his videos.
The ride with me is brilliant.
Yeah, I see how he's doing.
Yep.
And where he's going.
And where he's going, right.
Well, interesting you talk about the bike was because last week when I did go on my walkabout, you may have seen those young fellas doing the bike tricks. So I'm looking forward to seeing some of those as well, Harjarene.
Oh, no, those are my younger days. I used to do that when I was younger. I don't know how to do that. That bike is kind of heavy. It's kind of
Yeah.
heavy because it
Is
got
it
the
heavy bike?
the battery
I
on
want to
there.
see the wheelies. I want to do the kick flips.
Don't put any ideas in my head because I will try it.
Right. Well, so
I
I
just
don't know. I'm
want
gonna
to.
maybe that can be a game. Like people put in the chat who's the first of us to do a triathlon over here. So,
We already
see
got
you later,
that.
Vicky. It's good that Vicky's heading out. So we'll see you later, Vicky, at Foodie's vacation.
Bye.
Vicky,
Yeah.
she off to pickleball. She plays pickleball, doesn't she? She's a coach.
Yeah, she's headed until she gets to the gym. Yep.
I, as you may or may not know, I did go out last Monday, and it was great. It was absolutely great. The problem that I had was, I think I'd only just got well after being at the wedding, and was feeling the need to be out. So I think I went out a little bit too soon. I went out a little bit too hard on the Monday, and then I did a live on the Tuesday, and then I was feeling a flare up coming up again. So I don't think I did assess it as well as I should have done. And I think what I should have done, I should have took some water. Speaking of which, if Mia's on, I now bought one of these that Mia's told us to buy. Maybe too much black today, but I bought one of these. This is, she told me to buy a water bottle purse.
Okay.
So
I bought a Camelback where it comes across my back and I have it in my mouth and just.
Right.
Oh, have you got one of those?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I've got a camel front, to be fair, so I can't really. I ended up looking like one of the
It goes
Ninja
on your
Turtles.
back. It goes on your back.
Doesn't mean I look like one of the Ninja Turtles if I had that on the back as well. But no, this is how it works. Look, and then you take it out with you. And that was it. I was out for an hour and a half. It was great. I did a lot of, I did a lot of walking. For those of you guys that were there, I easily walked about 400 meters, wouldn't you have said? I have to still keep stopping, but I was walking, talking, getting to know all the youngsters. And I think I did too much that day. And then on the Tuesday. So like this week, for example, I don't think I'm going to do a live tomorrow. And then Laurie's interviewing me on Wednesday, so I don't want to be pushing my energy because I've got to get Laurie's interview done. But yeah, so for me, I think I'm still learning the process of how to measure my energy and when to use it and when not to. But I was just going stir crazy that week. That needed to be out.
Well, that was fun though, watching those kids.
Oh, weren't they gorgeous?
Yeah, those kids were great.
They were so respectful, so their dreams, their hopes and dreams, like the one who wanted to be a pilot. It was great, wasn't it? It was great to see them.
Now, is it a college right by you or no?
Yeah, it's literally the college. It's Nottingham College, and they've got theatre. They've got the cooking school. They've got the IT. They've got health and social care, and they've got lots and lots of different. It's a huge campus that they've just recently built, literally 50 meters away from my house. But I love the young'uns. I love the young'uns. They revitalize me. So I'm not, I might be housebound. Well, I was housebound, not so much now. But I'm not one of those who are like, oh, the noise of the young'uns. No, I love seeing the young'uns.
Okay.
All right. And so Evelyn did pop in. She got out she was in a meeting. She's out of the meeting, but listening. So Evelyn, I don't know if you're still there. And this is probably a good place to announce this. If at any point someone wants to come on, and you don't have to be on camera, but if you want to come on, just do audio. I would, just talk us through sort of your movement, activity, your preference. But Evelyn, I am eager, whether you do it as a live or a series. I'm definitely eager to kind of hear what got you into powerlifting and that journey. And I think a lot of us would be very, very interested in hearing that. So I don't know. I know you're kind of still at work and stuff, but if you have an opportunity to jump on and want to share with us, that'd be great. Yeah.
So have we dropped the StreamYard link?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you did? Okay, perfect.
I didn't pin it because I've never pinned before.
Oh, you put it in I see where you put it in the private chat.
Right, I'll pop
Oh,
it
okay,
in.
wrong place. Okay, comments. Let me go
It's
back.
okay.
I'll pop it in now, folks.
Perfect.
You got it?
To join us on screen. There.
Nice. Thank you, Joe.
So have we got any more questions as we wait for people to start jumping on?
I think she's looking through.
Yes, okay. Have you ever felt pressure to move more in ways that didn't serve you? How did you navigate that?
Well, I think we're all, and that's why I love these challenges, because we're all sort of witnessing how we navigate this. Because I think there's the community aspect, there's the, with the challenges, the community aspect of it, there's the, there's the, motivation aspect of it. And then there's also just like that, let me try it. Let me try if I can do this. But what we're seeing as far as this, if there's pressure, is knowing, and I really wish Callie was on, because Callie and a coach could kind of walk us through this even better. How do you say this? That we can negotiate with our bodies how far we want to go, but not where we're hurt. Just like Joe just explained, I'm going to do this, but I'm going to listen to my body when it's not just pushing past the pain, right? Mm-hmm. I see pain a little bit differently. And I just shouldn't say scratch. It's not that I see it differently, but my understanding of it is it's not different. It's just how I express it. It's a warning signal. It's just advising you that, hey, that muscle you haven't moved in 5 years, you just activated it. I'm tired. There's maybe more. But it's not so much that it's saying stop, but it's saying, hey, I'm here. Things like that. But also knowing, like with the lunges, I know forward lunges, I have a history of knee things. Those aren't great for me, but I can do backwards lunges, or I can do the standing lunges where I hold on to something and I just go up and down in place. Still a lunge, but I'm going to modify it. And I think that's how I work through, if I ever feel pressure, I'm going to modify it for me,
Okay.
Okay. So. Oh, the Mel B is in.
Hey, Mel B.
And then let's see. I can. What about Joe and Harjarene? How do you handle pressure?
Like I was doing 3 days of strength training, and it was really a lot for me. Mm-hmm. So I took it down to 2 days of strength training, and I spread it out. I did Mondays and Thursdays versus Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. I did Mondays and Thursdays on that strength training because it was a bit much. It was a bit much.
Yeah.
And my trainer, she didn't have any sympathy for me at all. So, so I told myself, you know what, we're gonna take it down a notch. We're gonna take 1 day off, spread it out, because I was doing that plus doing my walking and riding my bicycle at the same time. So that was a lot. So I even took a rest day because I wasn't taking a rest day. I took a rest day.
Oh, right. Yeah, you need the rest day.
Took a rest day, and I said that on the days that I will be doing my strength training, I will not be doing anything else. So yeah.
Interesting. I know we've done a shout out for Coach Mean Reen. I want to shout out again for Coach Mean Reen. Calling Coach Mean Reen.
I know we have to call him. We have to call people. The algorithm will send a message to them.
But I was watching Coach Mean Reen's earlier. She had a Thicktober, and I know Miss Nikki is a big advocate for. She's really taking part in Thicktober with Coach. And I was watching her video today, and it was about consistency, and she was explaining that consistency is key, but it's also about flexibility as well.
Oh, Evelyn, you are so beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hey, ladies. Joe from the UK. What's up? Hey, Hershey. Hey,
hello.
Listen, it's so good to see the gang. I got, for real, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So
well, in your 5 minute, in your 5 minute way, can you kind of, what was, What's getting into powerlifting? What was, if you can share what was that for you, and how you sort of built up to do it more frequently and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I think before I even started like the GLP-1, so for those of you who don't know, I'm on Wegovy. Prior to that, I was on compound semaglutide, and I had always worked out. Like working out is like I'm one of those people who love like the stress associated with with working out, if that makes sense. So like,
Yes.
vigorously sweating, that's my jam because I have a stressful job and have held stressful positions, so it helped me out a lot. But one thing that I did shy away from when I initially started my workout journey were the weights because I am pear shaped, aka bottom heavy. I didn't want my thighs and all my assets to get bigger. And so I actually kind of steered clear of the heavier weights initially. But I saw, and I can't even pinpoint what year it was, but I saw an interview of an 80-year-old power lifter.
Yes.
Her first
Yeah.
name is Nora,
Hmm.
and I can't think of Miss Nora's last name right now, but she, was basically winning because of her age cap and category. She would always win at these competitions, and I'm like, dang, if someone in their 80s can start in their senior years and lift heavy, like, what's my excuse? But even with that, that kind of planted the seed, I would say, it like piqued my interest in it. And then last year, I was like, you know what? I think I can do more with the weights. I think I had heard about body recomp. I had heard about other women like transforming their bodies, to be more proportioned, if you will. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I should look into this. And so last year, October, to be specific, I reached out to a gym and was just like, hey, can you tell me a little bit more, about it? What does it entail? I'm brand new, so just help a girl out. And they were very nice, very cordial, but I softly mentioned it to my husband about getting into powerlifting. And even though his intent of the comment that he made about powerlifting wasn't to deter me from starting, it did. And so I didn't start last year. And so full circle this year, as you know, this weight loss journey that we're on and this overall, I would say, life journey that we're on as a result of being on GLP-1s kind of triggered me to think about some decisions that I have made in past that maybe I needed to kind of, resurface and rethink through why I said no or why I said yes to certain things. And so I was like, you know what? I want, oh, you can cuss on this. But, I was like, you know what? I go ahead and do it. And so I followed through this year. I started off with one-on-one coaching sessions with a powerlifting trainer at the gym that I belong to now, just to understand like what the technique is, what is the distinction, what are some of the rules associated with if I really want to do this thing for real as far as training and competing,
Right.
because you don't want to injure yourself clearly. So
Right.
that was important to me from a foundational standpoint. And then it's just the doing. After that, once you get in, you got those foundational activities. I just lost my grip on my face. You don't get to see all the raggedness. Okay, sorry about that. But once you get like the techniques and stuff down and you get that foundation down, honestly, it's nothing to it. And I will say this caveat for those of you who might be interested in lifting heavier, but you might be a little bit fearful, kind of like how I was. I would say you get the most diverse body shapes and sizes in powerlifting than you do in your typical commercial gyms.
Got it.
I mean, because it's all about power. It's not about showing up from a physicality standpoint and having, what I'm saying, an 8 pack, 6 pack. It ain't even about that. It's just can you lift heavy or not? So I like the simplicity associated with it. I like that I'm getting stronger and it's kind of checking a lot of the boxes, at once. And so far so good with it. Um, I know JC, you mentioned this about the bench press. Um, the bench press is probably like my most challenging exercise just because women historically are not as strong, up top. And so I really have to be diligent about the bench and doing the exercises in between my sessions to build up those small muscles as well as the larger muscles. So that was a lot, and I feel like I went back this whole time with an explanation. So I'm gonna stop.
No,
And
you answered
Brilliant.
my question.
okay,
Okay.
okay. But yeah, but
Congratulations.
that's what I like to do. And thank you. I look forward to continuing like to share videos with y'all about my powerlifting journey. I absolutely will post the competition of my first meet when it comes up in February. So I'll fill y'all in on that. And
Okay.
your girl out here, what I'm saying, try to get cutting
Right.
strong.
We're
You
gonna
know what I'm
make that
saying?
your day on YouTube. We're gonna make that your day.
Right,
For
right.
that day.
And you're in Denver, right?
I am.
Take us to the Red Rocks. There's some crazy people out there on the Red Rocks with their workouts. Take us out there one day if you feel like it.
That's true. That's true. I'm not as close to the Red Rocks, but I will say this, JC. The Red Rocks is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
This time of year, they still do like the yoga classes, I think maybe through the end of October. But the concerts at the amphitheater is what really be popping at the Red Rocks.
Yeah.
So if I happen to venture my way to there, I'll definitely will show you all.
Yeah. There was this one guy, like he was running up and down, and then at some point he would do, and so basically Red Rocks, just look up a picture, just think of a stadium in the middle of Red Rocks, this mountain or whatever. He was literally somehow doing these push-ups between the rocks. And I just looked at this person, it's like zombie apocalypse team. I don't know what function you'll have, but you are on my team.
I love it. I love it.
Evelyn's on my zombie apocalypse team.
It's gonna have us all being lifting. I tried to lift a 40 pound bar.
Yeah.
I said, don't even worry about it. I just got up and left.
Uh-uh.
So don't even worry about it.
You know what? Don't give up. You got to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's like starting off with the 10-pound dumbbells, or maybe you might be at a place where you're at the 20-pound dumbbells. Like it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody has to start somewhere. Don't be too hard on yourself. I think one of the other pieces that I've learned on this journey so far too, and especially in powerlifting, is allowing your body enough time in between the different sets to rest and recover. And I don't know about y'all, but my mindset is so like task driven that sometimes I like to just hop from one thing to the next just to get things done. But it's imperative that we take our time with things and allow your body enough time to adjust to whatever is new before we build on. And then when you build on, make sure you build on slowly so that you have, that quality over quantity.
Okay. Thank you.
Brilliant tip.
Thank you.
Brilliant tip. Have you got any more tips for us before you go, Evelyn?
If anything comes up else after this call with y'all, I'll definitely speak on it in a post or something. I want to be
Yes.
respectful of course, I'm still working, so I want to be respectful of my employer. But I also
We'll
love
look out
y'all
for your
so much.
posts.
I love y'all so much that I was like,
Love
oh,
you too.
Lord Jesus, let me go and get one of these telephone rings and call them real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and log off for now. I appreciate each of you so much. I love watching your journeys. You are such a blessing to this community. And so I didn't want to miss this opportunity to tell you from my heart to yours that thank you for all that you do. I really appreciate you.
And likewise. Thank you.
Love you,
All right,
Evelyn.
see you.
Love
Love
you.
you. Bye.
She is a powerhouse.
Yes, she is.
She is a powerhouse. I cannot wait for February, and let's see how she does.
We're gonna make that happen.
There was somebody else I was thinking of because I know it would be lovely. It would be absolutely lovely if we can get Mare Mindy on because I know she's doing triathlons now. But because I know that she's going to be doing her live a little bit later, I wonder if we could get simply Taisha on to talk to us about, because she started doing more of the long distance running.
If she wants to come on, I would love her, Taisha, to come on. And then she can tell, and I'm telling, because Dee Dee came in, I'm telling on you, Taisha, we may be doing the Russian twist in November. So Dee Dee, get ready.
And we can do it in the chair, Dee Dee. We can do it in the chair.
Yeah, Taisha can come on. That would be wonderful.
Until then, have we got another question? Have we got any questions from the chat?
Let's see.
Let's see. Not yet.
It's lovely to see Dee Dee on.
Grant
Hi,
Campbell
Dee
in the
Dee.
studio. I'm bringing Grant Campbell on.
Oh, wonderful. Perfect. Yeah. And then yeah, so she's gonna go upstairs and then she can hop on. Hey, Grant.
I'm trying to figure this out. How y'all doing?
Hello.
This is the courtly curtsy to the
Oh
Earl.
yes,
Campbell.
we gotta
Oh,
do.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we gotta do our.
I tell you, I
Lord
don't know if
Campbell.
I'm Hugh Grant or Earl Grant or who.
Right. Okay, so is
You're my
so
Hugh
he's
Grant.
Earl? Yeah, he's our Earl. Yeah, that's what we decided. Earl Campbell. Yeah. Wait, that's a football player. Now we're gonna
No,
get
the
confused.
Earl Campbell. The
Yeah,
Earl,
I'm either an actor or a football player now.
There you go.
Lord Grant, the Earl of Campbell.
Yes, I love it.
The Earl of Campbell.
Earl of Campbell. How are you, Grant?
I'm good. I just wanted to pop on and just say how much I appreciate y'all. And, you know, when I started this Monjero, I never thought I would lose the weight I would. But now it's like a shift in brain. Well, I need to move more now, too. So on the last live I did with Mindy and Gina, we were talking about this a little bit about what I do to move. And it's like, well, I do, treadmill and bikes some at the gym, but I need to do more. So between Mindy and Evelyn now and everybody else, I'm going to try to get with a trainer myself.
Oh, nice.
I don't think I'm going to do no powerlifting, but
You never know. Somebody
never
might
know,
get
right?
You never know. Don't, yeah. And the best way to know you're going to do something is saying you're never going to do it. So just FYI.
And well, we think we all been looking for goals through all of this, having something to have a goal and something to work towards. So, yeah, never know.
And what will be your focus then, Grant? Will it be strength training? Will it be interval training? Will it be resistance? What things would you like to be doing more of?
I don't know the names of all that stuff, but I know I want to tone. I want to get some things toned up a little bit.
Yes.
Okay.
And in the process, maybe lose a little more. I've kind of been plateaued for a little while at 230. Well, 233 to 239. I keep bouncing back.
You do brilliantly.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think something like that might help.
It will help.
Yeah.
It will help. Don't say it will help. It's going to help.
And Grant, the Russian twist challenge that Simply Taisha is putting out there.
I guess we might Google that too.
We're going to give it a go, aren't we, Grant?
Try it all.
Yeah.
Well, this morning I happened to be up earlier than normal, and when I saw Twan on, I'm like, I don't know how she does all this stuff and work.
And she's so sweet about it. Like she's guilting you, but with sugar. Like that's like. And then she blesses you. So it's like all of the things. Like you gotta get up and move.
Oh yeah.
Get up at 4:45, exercise, and now I'm gonna go make a box for lunch and all that. I'm like,
it's enough for me to feed Miss Mary. Never mind what Twan does the morning.
She's definitely an inspiration, that's for sure. But
I love this, Darium. Yeah,
anyhow.
The challenges are keeping up with all the. Yes, Darium. Yes. Everybody, just pause and reflect on that. The challenges are keeping up with all of the challenges.
Well, and this is possibly another great thing that we've got Grant on right now, is it was Teddy D who was mentioned earlier on this week. He was throwing out, he was giving out kudos to the queens of Manjaro GLP-1 streets for all of the things that they're doing to move their bodies more. And he said, wouldn't it be great if we can get a challenge for the kings of the GLP-1 community?
Yeah.
So what could it be? What could it be? Could it be walking? Could it be the treadmill? Could it be bike? What would it be that if you had to put something out there that you were going to do for 7 days, what would you put out there, Grant?
I don't know. I mean, the water challenge sounded good to me, but that's not really moving. So
It's moving something. It's moving something.
Although I did start drinking more water because of y'all too, so that's helped a lot. My creatinine was inching up, so that y'all did.
Oh yes.
But I mean, just like appetite, I just wasn't that thirsty either. I just didn't want it. So
yes, we understand. Been there. Yeah.
So, Grant, I love that you say that because this comes up a lot. Like, oh, I'm not drinking because I'm not thirsty, or I'm not hungry because I don't want to eat because I'm not hungry. It's like that's probably the most like when we talk about life before and after this. That's how it's actually supposed to be. You're just supposed to be drinking water because you need water, and you're just supposed to be eating at certain times because it's time to eat. Right. So like it's fun when people say it's like, yeah, I don't get thirsty anymore, I don't get hungry. It's like, yeah, we were never supposed to do those things.
My kid was saying though, because I didn't want to. It like thinking about water and stuff. You just didn't want to. You know what I mean? Right. You needed to, just didn't want to.
Oh, same. Agree. Yeah.
I love the fact that we now have Taisha on.
Yes, we do.
Because especially Grant, because Taisha is the one that sets a lot of these difficult challenges.
And the lighting, kissing that skin, absolutely beautiful.
It's crazy. The sun is it'll be moved.
I wish I had it. But wish I had it.
And are they the yellows, the sun ray yellows? Look at
that. Yeah, it's perfect. The sun is shining on you.
And her lip gloss.
Oh yeah.
Yes, brilliant. So tell us then, Taisha, what is it about running that floats your boat?
Oh, so I think you may have confused me with someone. I am definitely not. I ran a 10K, or excuse me, a 5K. That's it. That's the extent of running. I'm a walker. I am a walker. So I have no aspirations to be a runner, but I would do a 5K again.
Got it.
With a combination of walking and running.
That was my next question. So you did a combination of the two?
Yeah.
Brilliant. And what was it that made you say, I'm going to do a 5K?
So the gym that I had started going to, they do this run club, and my coach was like, you should join us. And I was like, yeah, I'm not into running. That's not my thing. And she was like, well, you could totally walk. And I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. And then maybe 2 days before, I was like, you know what? I'll do it. And yeah, that was my first time doing it. And I enjoyed it. It just everybody together. And then when you get to the end, all the people like lined up waiting. I'm looking at you guys over here, but everybody lined up and waiting, like cheering you on. Like it was a really good feeling. It was a really good feeling.
And I know there's some. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Jo.
When I go on, Clam.
Well, I was just gonna say, I know when I lived in Maryland for a little bit, there's some cities that will do between the nicer months, but they'll do like a 5K a month to raise money for different things. Have you thought about kind of how about this? Are you seeking them out now, or is it kind of just as it
when the weather? Right. When we get into spring, I definitely plan to do some more. Yeah, in the spring. I'm not a cold weather girl, so I'm kind of in my hibernation mode right now.
Look, I was a cold weather girl, and all of a sudden now I walk outside like, ooh.
I'll switch with you any day. I used to live in Texas.
I'm no longer like that. I'm cold. I'm like, oh my God.
I'm cold right now.
Anybody that does 5Ks, 10Ks, whatever. I mean, my wife, that's how she lost her 140 pounds was running.
Wow, that's awesome.
And I found out more from her than anybody that I am not a runner. But, you know, to see someone do that, it takes a lot of devotion. But from talking to her, it really makes you feel good.
It does.
The endorphins that produce from doing that is pretty amazing. Now, the future I'm a little concerned about with her joints, but I guess for now.
Walking is good. I think people underestimate it.
Right.
I think they underestimate it. Like walking is really good for you.
Well, and I like walking because you could do it with other people a lot easier.
Right.
Yeah.
Even my kids. So around here in West Virginia, we got a lot of trails. So at least up until the snow flies, we'll be doing a lot of hiking. But you know, that's something you can share and do. But and kind of can respond to something earlier in the live here. You know, that's the one thing I've found I can do better is hiking and not getting so winded like I used to.
Right. And you said you're in West Virginia, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so yeah, you may need to get running for those black bears that show up occasionally. So
actually, we saw one the other day. We had to go there.
Right.
I used to run 5 to 6 miles.
That may actually make me run.
And what was that, Harjarene?
Well, ladies, I'm going to pop off here and let Taisha do more.
Okay, well, thank you for coming on, Grant. I love that you're out there. Yeah.
Earl of Campbell.
There we go.
So, Taisha, are you on later? Are you doing a live this afternoon?
At 7. Yeah.
7. Brilliant. We'll catch you then. But can we ask you then, what is the next challenge?
I don't know. I didn't even
look out.
My head down.
I'm so excited by the idea of Taisha's next challenge.
You know, they're fun. I don't know if I always want to record it and put it on my shorts because I swear, I like just doing things. I think that the Russian twist sounds fun. Doing it with weight sounds fun.
Oh no.
No?
Then I'm challenging this because since it was Joe, Joe created this monster. So
she did.
She did.
It's a Joe challenge.
Y'all have got to figure out a way to, and I don't know that YouTube allows for a what do they call it, like a duo or a collab. You got to do it with her singing Twist and Shout. Day one.
That would be fun. I could jump on her stream because you stream every day, right, Joe?
Yeah.
I could jump on your stream.
A day when I've got some sing-song energy.
And do it.
Right.
Yeah, the stage.
I'm going to call you to the stage. I'm going to call you to the stage, Taisha. And here we got Miss Twan as well.
So Twan, we called you out, Twan, earlier when Grant came on because you get us up at 4:45 a.m. Not only do you guilt us, you bless us, and then you do it so much sugar that all of us want to get out of bed and do our workouts.
No. You did a second workout of the day. Is that what you're doing, Twan?
Well, from what I was told, nationwide we had some issues with apps and stuff. I even heard on the news where Amazon was messing up people's flights. I mean, everything. So I guess that's why I couldn't do my Peloton bicycle this morning because it wasn't working. I couldn't.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I couldn't, and I didn't know what was going on until beautiful color Evelyn, she commented and she told me that something was going on like nationally or whatever with different apps and stuff wasn't working. I do know that somebody that was on my live this morning mentioned that I think they have Nordic Track or something that it wasn't working right as well.
Wow.
So yeah, so I feel like I was robbed this morning. So although I did work out, I still need that. I need my Peloton workout this morning. I'm not gonna do any weights because I did weights this morning, but I'm gonna get my 30 minutes of cardio in.
Okay.
And I love that you did that pivot. You know, that you didn't let it like, oh, well, I can't do it. You know, you just
exactly. Yeah, I was already up, so I was like, I might as well just do something. And thank God for L. Lewis was like, well, Twan, I'm just gonna do the hula hoop until you get going. And I was like, you know what? If this Peloton bicycle don't start this morning, I'm gonna do the hula hoop too. So I just joined in. I'm glad I did because now you're thinking about buying a Peloton because you didn't. I mean, not a Peloton. I'm sorry. You're thinking about buying a hula hoop because you didn't realize that we can burn that many calories doing a hula hoop.
Oh, I am like, and all of y'all share in the chat. If I can, and I know. Okay. Any activity is good.
Yes.
Say that at first. Any activity is good. But when you can get a 10 calories per minute workout or more, that's where Jennifer is at.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because I burnt 300 and some calories.
Thinks it was, you did 30 minutes and got above that. So yeah.
Now, can I ask the both of you? To help me on this one? Because you know that I'm not very good at the hula hoops. We already established I cannot do it with the hula hoop.
Oh, we're gonna get this right. Yes.
Oh, shucks.
We are gonna fix her hula hoop.
If I've got some,
come on, Joe, you can do it. Give her a cheer, Harjarene. Give her one of those cheerleader.
So we need to how do you say? Come on, y'all! You're the body people, the body shape. We need to reduce her circumference. We need to reduce her circumference.
I think I need to do a tutorial.
Does this count?
So bring
Can
your
I
legs
do this for 5
closer.
minutes and get for 10 calories?
Like I said, you're doing
That
it.
hula should have been moving the same way you're moving now.
So, but if I do this for 10 minutes without the hula hoop for 5 minutes,
it works.
does this count? I think I could stand better with Sir Michael. You know, it's all about the modifications.
I can use a regular hula hoop. I've never even thought about getting a weighted one.
It's fun, Taisha. It's fun.
I bet.
It feels good. The sound going around is very
good.
I think that the regular one feels good going around.
I can't do it.
Yeah, if you can do that regular one, you good then.
So it's been years. It's been many years.
We gotta see it on live. We gotta see you try it on live.
Yes.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
All right, I'm gonna get one. And I'm gonna show you, and you guys can laugh, but because it will be funny.
No, we're not gonna laugh because you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it.
Oh yeah. I got it.
You just saw V and she goes, if it's not defective, V, you need to release that video, re-release that video once a month or something of your defective hula hoop.
Yeah. V, she said it was defective.
Oh my goodness.
Well, then I think didn't V just all call us out for wearing old clothes? I feel like
she did today. She did.
I have to go.
Okay.
But thank you for letting me come on.
Up here.
Thank you for coming.
Is it 7:00 Eastern?
Yeah, so we have about if we want to wrap up in about so people have 15 minutes.
Listen, you guys don't have to wrap up. Do your thing. This is fun.
But I want to listen to yours.
Seriously. I will I'll see you guys another day.
Oh, see you take care, Taisha. Let me see you.
Bye.
Bye.
So Twan, I had a quick question for Twan, real quick. So one of the things I love when you give us your recap of your journey is that, even before all the things, you started with your walks and with your weight lift. What's kept you? Because we know we hear about sort of what's kept you in the game from Zepbound and stuff. But what's kept you in the game on the physical activity part of it? Because it was where you began, and you're still active, if not more.
I think Tamika got something on. I hear a lot of background noise.
I'm trying to turn.
I'm sorry. You got to say it again, JC.
Yeah, no, I just want to if you can walk us through what's kept you mentally in the game physically, because I remember when you give your recap, you always tell us that when you started your weight loss journey, you were walking your neighborhood, you were getting into the gym and doing weights, and so what's kept your physical? What's continued to motivate your physical activity and even increasing it and things like that?
JC, you probably didn't watch some of my beginning video because you just recently started following me. But me and my brother just recently had a conversation about this, and he brought it to my memory of how when we were children, I used to always act like I was a personal trainer.
Oh, wow. Okay, okay,
No,
okay,
really.
okay.
So, so just to give you guys a little background, if you don't know my history, my father was a professional bodybuilder.
Oh,
Not
Yes.
only was he was a professional bodybuilder, he was a personal trainer at a Gold's Gym down south,
Goes Jim.
South Florida. And so he would take us with him to the gym. So we would watch my dad, train these young collegiate athletes and stuff down in Miami, Naples area. And then so he would even work out at home and we would work out with him. So it was always in me, the
mhm.
workout thing. But what happened was when my parents separated and my mom relocated us, further up towards Central Florida, we weren't in the home with dad anymore. So it became, eating what mom always cooked and just seeing, because my parents ate different. I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
My dad was a chicken, egg, tuna, salmon type guy. He would eat his steaks, every now and again, stuff like that. But and then like on Sundays, he would eat. I'm being honest
Got
with you,
it.
he would eat the soul food that my mom would cook. That's
Got it.
why I'm still like that to this day on my journey. I don't give up that soul food like that. Lately, I've been trying to cut back a little bit. So with that being said, to answer your question, like my brother said, it was always in me,
Okay.
so I know I always knew what to do. I just didn't do it.
I love that connection, though. That is beautiful. I
So
love
now
that.
that I'm on this health journey, my mind goes back to what did my daddy do? Things like that. So now I'm kind of doing my journey like my dad. My
Got
dad
it.
would Monday through Saturday, he was eating the tuna, the chicken, the salmon, that kind of stuff. Then when my mom cooked on Sunday, my dad ate and he would eat the peach cobbler if she made it, the apple pie. He would eat the soul food, the collard greens, the cornbread, the potato salad. He would eat that on
Right.
Sunday. And then Monday it went right back to a dozen of eggs for breakfast, baked chicken and vegetables for lunch, baked chicken and vegetables for dinner. Crystal Light. We were kids, we were putting Crystal Light in our hand and licking it like it was a treat. We wanted something sweet and we didn't have anything sweet at the house. That type of thing. So it's like when I started on this journey and I saw the benefits of me working out, it was like I gotta just continue. I gotta
Right.
continue.
Got it. Well,
And
thank you for
that's what
that.
it was.
Yeah, and it's nice to see those connections in your current journey. So that was really cool to hear
Yeah,
you say
and
that.
if you think about it, I get this conversation going all the time from different people. They always say, "Twan, you don't let the average person who's on a GLP-1 medication who's lost 130 pounds."
Right.
I
You are
just had this
honest.
conversation. I was just sharing with Shan Tamika this yesterday. Was yesterday or today? One of them that one of my coworkers. I had to send her some of Tamika's videos because she's lost weight on Wegovy, but now she's on Zepbound and she had a procedure, done to her face because
Mhm.
of her neck. She didn't like the way her neck looked from losing all the weight. And she
Oh,
said to me, she was like, Shatwania, you don't look like that.
Hmm.
Why is it? And I said, well, because I don't just rely on the medication. I eat when I'm not hungry. I do stuff that a lot of people in my community um, didn't like. They would comment and say, well, why do you eat when you not hungry? And, why you do that? Well, now you see why. I don't look like the average person. I still got my booty.
okay.
I still look at her dream. Look at her dream.
Okay, Harjarene.
I don't have what they call the Ozempic face.
Listen,
I still have my hair. You don't see my hair. I got a
Yeah, your
head full
hair's
of hair.
I got a
beautiful.
hair
Look
for
at it.
hair.
Look at it.
I haven't lost any hair. I'm not trying to talk bad about anybody, but I have
Right.
people that comment on my videos and email me all the time. Twan, your hair is really growing. How is it you don't have any hair loss? Well, I'm eating. I'm
Right.
eating. Even when I'm not hungry, I eat to, refuel, to make sure I'm getting in the right amount of vitamins and things that I eat. And not to throw a stone on anybody
Right.
who take a lot of supplements. But my thing is, why spend all this money on supplements when I should just be eating the right foods that's going to give me what I need anyway?
Right.
So true.
Because be honest with you, our body really don't absorb all those supplements anyway.
No.
So yeah, I hope y'all can see me. I got the light off in here.
Oh, we can see you. Yeah.
Oh,
We
okay,
can
good.
see you. And of course we can see
So that is my thing, you guys. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to, talk bad about anybody, but I got a lot of negative comments on my journey. Oh, you eat too much. This, that, and the other, but yet and still I'm still losing weight.
Right.
Right. And I don't look like I'm 70 years old.
Right.
Yeah. And that's the big part of it, isn't it? We've got to stay strong as we're getting juicy. Is that a Coach Mean Green?
Coach Mean Green, yep.
Right?
I
With
can
Coach
talk
Mean
to y'all
Green,
and
it's
y'all
not
don't hear
green,
nothing.
it's green.
Oh, you've been talking? Harjarene? Oh, no.
On mute.
Oh, no. Well, we have our newest coach with us, Miss. Allow her to reintroduce herself, Miss. She is Tamika.
Yes, she is Tamika, and Tamika is she.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hello, gorgeous. Tell us, Coach, tell us about your story and the movement of it all.
Right.
Oh, okay. Well, started with Wegovy and went to Zepbound. Lost a whole lot of my weight with Zepbound, and I was more focused on dropping scale weight as the weight was coming off. I got a little too fixated on that scale, and I surpassed my weight loss goal. So I went from 190, dropped 20 pounds on Wegovy, and then did a hard stop. Went 9 months without any medication. I was able to do it because it didn't really have that much of an effect on me. I just felt nauseous every time I do my injections on Wegovy. Then went to Zepbound. My insurance covered it, so I didn't have to pay anything. But that's when I lost majority of my weight. So I went from 174 all the way down to 133. I did develop body dysmorphia. This is not going to always happen to everybody, but I wanted the perfect BMI. I wanted the perfect scale weight. So every time I go to the doctor and they say, "Oh my gosh, Tamika, you lost a lot of weight." And I'm like, "Yeah, I did." It just felt like a proud moment.
Yes.
But on the inside, it felt very bad because when I would look in the mirror, my face felt more sunken in. I can see my veins on my arms. My collarbone was sticking out. My breasts were very saggy, droopy. My butt was very flat. If my husband hits me on my butt, it felt like he was hitting me on my back. Like that's how bad it was. So I lost a lot of muscle. My thighs were very saggy. So when I have on clothes, it doesn't look like that, but I can literally wrap my hands around my thigh. That's how small it was. So I had to. So in my opinion, I felt like I needed to just quit Zepbound altogether in May. Once my 1-year anniversary hit, I was like, I'm done. And I went 5 months without it and went on a reverse diet, which is eating more calories to fuel my body because I was eating way below calorie intake, under 1,200. And when I went on my reverse diet and started to gain some of the weight back, it didn't even look like I gained 24 pounds. So that 24 from 133 all the way up to 153, that didn't look like nothing. But I don't know. I just felt the inflammation coming back. Yeah, I started getting my curves back. I was starting to look good. But then I was like, I want to get back on something to help me because the cravings was like out of this world compared to Wegovy. Wegovy only had one agonist. What Zepbound got two. So it was very hard for me because I cut out a lot of foods just to drop weight on Zepbound compared to Wegovy.
Right.
So, yep, now, I'm on Mounjaro and I am back on. I ain't going to say too much because I don't need y'all to guess my weight just yet. But baby girl is getting thick, okay?
Okay.
Be like, stay tuned. It was so funny to me. There was one point during the squats that who knows what day it was or what we were doing. But I literally said that at the end of all this, Tamika better have the best little booty in the world because we only started this because she wanted this. Like, has she measured? Because I want a measurement that she actually got because we're doing all of this.
It's gonna take more than 7 days.
Oh, I get it. I know. But I was
You better keep it up, girl. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Keep it
It
up.
was just a funny moment. I'm like, why are we doing this?
But I missed it. I actually missed it. I'm not gonna go back and do it again, but I actually missed that. All of us doing it together. I missed it.
Yeah.
I tell you what did take only 7 days. It goes back to Twan's weighted hula hoop challenge. You were dropping them links. You were dropping those links like daisies.
Here's my link.
Oh, that was Miss Toy that did the squats. I did wall sit.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, well, you suggested it though. You did, but you suggested it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it was in. I thought y'all kind of did that. It was just fun. Yeah, the hula hoop thing, like I think that's been the funnest. It's always because that's the first thing I do. It's like every time I watch someone do the hula hoop, I'm always like, they need to drop a link, and usually that's my first comment. Drop a link.
You told me I needed to add a link.
Well, yes.
Joe, you always different, right? Well, listen, let me ask a question. I looked in the chat and I see where they're talking about shapewear that, a company should sponsor us. So here's my thing, ladies who on the panel. If a shapewear company decides to sponsor you, are you really truly going to take that sponsorship and wear the items like they want you to?
I don't know.
See, my husband told me I couldn't. I did get an offer.
Oh.
My husband said, no. I said, well, what if I just put it on top of my clothes? He was like, really, they ain't gonna look right.
Is it the nakedness of being nakedness element of being in the shapewear?
And then just recently I got a company that sent me a thing. They want me to order 2 bras.
Oh, okay.
And wear the 2 bras. And I was like, well, maybe I can do that. I can put on a white t-shirt and then put the bras on. My daughter was like, no, Mom.
I see what you're saying.
Will you send these people to me because I need 2 bras on one of my boobs? You asked Kim from Low Carb Queen. One of my boobs is losing weight much quicker than the other one, so I need 2 bras.
Now that's why I'm asking, because I'm gonna be honest with you. A few months back, I did have a company to reach out to me that wanted me to do something, and I was like, no, I'm not interested in that. However, I did share with them. It was something with pickleball. One of the ladies that I followed that was on Wegovy, she's also a nurse and she lived here in Florida. And she hasn't been on her channel a lot lately though. It's been a while since she's been on there. But anyway, she does pickleball, so they wanted to send me some pickleball stuff. And I said, I'm not interested in that. I'm not a player. However, I do know someone that's a content creator that plays pickleball.
Got it.
So they said, okay, well, do you mind sharing the channel with me? And I did. But when they went to her channel, they said she didn't have enough subscribers and viewers and all that stuff. So.
Understood.
Oh, you could send them to Vicky at Foodie's Vacation. She's on I can't remember which GLP one that she's on, but this was a while back, several months back. So I have to look in my deleted messages and see if I even still have it, how to find, because I delete stuff every day. Like today, I deleted a company that wanted to send me some coffee grinding machine or something. I guess they don't watch my profit videos, whatever. But yeah, I'll send it to y'all if y'all really. Tamika, the reason why I never reached out to you and Kim J, y'all my sisters. Y'all will be my number 1 and number 2 because I know y'all married, just like I am. I'm sure y'all husband gonna be like, nah, you ain't doing it.
Right.
That's a good
I didn't tell y'all.
Darn.
Mine will put it up there. If I turned up on YouTube and just bra.
We'll just send them all we'll send those all to Jo because she's also on the
You see Harjarene was like, oh, about that.
Yeah, I think my only thing is like, because even when I do wear shape, like I don't buy every shapewear out there. Like I only ever really wear them when and I know you don't really get a choice if they kind of like, we want you to try this and that. I only really wore them like with dresses, like if it was and so that would be my thing. If it's not something that I would normally wear, I don't know that I would want to advertise in it because it wouldn't be something but that's a good point. Yeah. That is something you got to think about, though. Like, are you willing to be on camera in a certain?
Yeah, but they want you to show it all. They want to see it. You can't be on there putting on top of your clothes like I was gonna try to do.
But there's
so ladies.
Yeah. Well, and this is the same issue I have, like, because I've told Joe and Harjarene, like, I always, because I've told y'all, I love Zumba, and I love I like Zumba because it works out those parts that a lot of us talk about. But then I even filmed one this morning. So in my head, I am doing it exactly like the instructor. I am moving exactly like the instructor, and then I watch it back, and I'm like, you look like such a mess, and so I don't end up posting it.
I love
You
that.
should post it anyway. Do you know our craziest videos and stuff that we think people won't
You're
like?
right.
Right.
Like, look at that video Kim just did with them bloopers. When I tell you, I watched that thing about 10 times in a row. I just kept moving it like this, going back to it. Before I can even watch the whole video, it was so funny. I said, I can't believe she posted it, but it's something that I would have posted because it makes people laugh and it would bring you views, stuff like that.
You're right. I need to just let it go. But it's just funny how we get an image in our head when we're doing something like and then it's like you watch it, it's like, yeah, that was that other person in the room,
Lord have mercy.
Wow. But Tamika, I do want to say, like, I love that you're doing and Evelyn was just on talking about her powerlifting, and she was talking about during the why am I blanking on the barbell there? But just how upper body, especially for women, it's our weakest area. But of course, you're our arm queen over here, or one of our arm queens. And so I just think I love that you're bringing the upper body back into it. I mean, lower body is important because the metabolism that gets burned with the lower body isn't pretty intense. But I love that you're bringing upper body back into the game. And so I appreciate you. I just want to say a thank you there for that.
Okay, well, thank you, but don't thank me too fast because, like I told Miss Toy, that was just one beginner. After that, I'm ramping it up, so y'all better get with it.
Look, I missed the whole wall thing. Just even looking at y'all do it, I said, I went to practice in the bathroom. I'm like, no.
It took me all my time to be able to stand up at the wall.
20 seconds. 20 seconds is all I can do. 20 seconds.
But that's good. 20 seconds is good.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll be on the next challenge.
Okay.
As Tamika, I'll be modifying it. But I love the fact that you still support all of us who are modifying them as well. I love it.
Yes, my arm workout was actually in the chair. So I thought of y'all. I took what y'all said. Yeah.
Okay, Coach.
Okay.
Have we got any more questions while we've got Twan and Tamika on? Any questions from the ones that we'd already got available?
My legs already hurt. I just finished.
Uh-huh.
And now I got to do this lunge challenge that Twana came up with. Like, give my legs a break.
Now, I can do some lunges.
Yeah.
Well, I know I've been doing the Darien workout all day. I've been running this mouth.
What's that?
Just
running the mouth.
Running the mouth. Oh.
Now look, Darian quick with the comeback now. You better, you better leave him alone. He quick with the comeback now.
$1.15.
Wreaking mischief wherever he types. Adrian, have you got a question for us then that we can ask? We can start with Twan and Tamika.
Yes.
And hopefully Calamity comes back so she can answer it as well.
Okay. How do you balance movement with blood sugar management, pain, fatigue, or hormonal shifts? Any tips or rituals that help?
Well, I'm not a diabetic, so I don't be checking blood sugar levels and all that kind of stuff.
How do you find the hormonal elements of it? Keeping your fitness levels around the hormonal levels.
Honestly, to be honest with you guys, I don't really have any issues with hormonal levels like that. I am perimenopause, so I do deal with the hot flashes, like at night and stuff. But during the day, it really doesn't bother me. I don't really have any issues, when it comes down to my fitness and stuff like that. Nothing really gets in my way except for whenever my arthritis start acting up in that right leg, that right knee. But other than that, I don't really have anything. If I don't exercise just because I'm in my way, it's me versus me, so to speak.
Yeah, but you still do it even if you are in pain. You still be out there doing it.
Yeah, that's true. I still was. I used to be in pain and still was exercising.
Still be doing it.
Well, you know what? Because I look at it like this. During that time when I was struggling and I was having all that pain and everything, I was just so far into it. It was like I can taste the 100 pounds at the time because I knew I was close there, and I was just what they say, I'm gonna get it any means necessary.
Right. Right.
And that was my focus. I'm gonna get them 100 pounds. Okay, I gotta get it, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna get them 100 pounds. That was my. Of course, I was trying to do it the right way.
Yeah.
Let me say that I was
Mhm.
trying to do it the right way.
Mm.
You're definitely doing that.
hmm But at the same time, that was really not a good decision that I made. To push myself that far, like I did, because I have so much arthritis in my right leg right now because of that.
Mhm.
So that wasn't
Have you
smart.
noticed any changes since you've been taking the collagen, the black girl vitamin collagen?
Um, no, I have not really noticed any changes. I will say that um I've noticed since being on Zipbound, I've noticed changes that I don't really feel the arthritis and stuff like that in my leg as much. Only time I really start to feel it is when I start to do a lot of exercise where I have to get down on my knee and I'm putting that
Mhm.
pressure on
Yeah.
my knee. Like this morning when I was doing the lunges, I was like real careful in my mind because I know it's there, but I didn't feel the pain, you know. But yeah, when I have to get down on my knees, when Peloton instructor say get down on your knee, whatever, and I'm on my knee like sitting for a long time, I feel it. I feel I feel the pain. And then like later that day, sometimes I kind of feel it a little bit, but as the day go by, it kind of goes away.
Okay.
And this is what Grant was saying about Mrs. Grant, wasn't she? Mrs. Campbell, that with her running, he's worried about what damage it's doing to her knees. The way when you was doing all that walking, the damage it was doing to yours, Twan.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Go on then, Tamika. How about you? Do you want the question again?
Yes, please.
How do you balance movement with blood sugar management, pain, fatigue, or hormonal shifts?
I got all of them. Okay. Um, First off, disclaimer: I am not a diabetic. I'm on my journal as an off label because of Caremark. Okay,
Okay.
but I do experience low sugars when I don't eat enough. So that's why it's so important that I eat enough food so that I can work out. And when I work out, I make sure I'm eating like something that's carb-ish before I work out to give me that energy that I need, and then I eat a full balanced meal afterwards. This helps with my muscle recovery, and it gives me the strength to actually lift more than 8 pounds, because before I couldn't even lift 8 pounds because it was just very heavy on me. Far as like um the mood and stuff, I just follow my body. If I have enough energy, I will work out. If I'm too sleepy, like this morning, I couldn't even get up at 5 o'clock to work out because I worked from home today and I just went right back to sleep. But after I finished working, I went on ahead and worked out. So that kind of balances out. So I don't beat myself up if I don't get up early in the morning, even though I like getting up early in the morning now. But if it doesn't happen, it just doesn't happen until
Yeah.
later. I make time. We got 24 hours in a day. We can make it happen some kind of way if your body can handle it. And if it's not weightlifting, try something that's a little bit low impact. It doesn't always have to be strength training all the time, as long as you can get a few days in.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that.
That's how
Knee
I've got.
pain?
And
Yeah, I get that.
Well,
How
I
about
did
you,
have
Jen?
I did have the left knee pain, but when I started taking those the collagen,
Right.
Twan, I haven't had that pain anymore.
Oh, I can hear my cartilage
Yeah.
rubbing together.
Ooh.
It's
And
aggravating to hear. It's if y'all was to hear it, that's why I turned the volume off. But if I was
Wow.
to let y'all hear it, you will be like, "Oh my God, girl!"
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
heard mine when I was doing those squats. I heard like crickets,
Yes.
Yeah.
but it didn't hurt my knees though. But
No, it don't
Yeah.
hurt.
by my body, I heard the crickets. You know.
Mhm.
And it could be where the pain's coming from, degenerative versus just inflammation. Degenerative is a little bit, because that, the name, what it is in its name. It's that
Right.
it's, the breakup of the bone or whatever's going on in the body. And then if, if it's tendonitis, it may just depend on where the source of the pain actually is as far as how the medicine's impact or the collagen is impacting it. And so that makes a good point.
I got inflammation.
Yeah, that was the first thing to go. But just real quick on blood sugar, because I've done a couple of videos. I mean, Zepbound's been night and day. Like y'all, I've shown y'all. I did a 30-minute hit Zumba, which is fun. This morning, I'll do it again this week and record it, and y'all can y'all can look at my foolishness. But I think I started. My blood sugar was at 112. I ended that. My blood sugar was at 116, and it's like I've said before. Pre-July 16th, if I had done that workout, I would have first needed to make sure I was in the 130s or 140s, because I knew that a 30-minute high-intensity workout was going to drop my sugar by 30 mg over DL.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I was at a 112 starting that workout and it dropped by 30, I mean, y'all know that's 70. I'm in the upper 60s, low 70s. That was pre-Zepbound. Now with Zepbound, I can be out in the garden, I can do the hike, I can do all this other stuff, and it stays stable.
That's awesome.
I don't know. I know, we know what the medicine is doing, but for, A1, Tamika has to deal with the low blood sugars. I mean, it's scary. And that is it's low blood sugar and the risk of hypoglycemia is the number one reason the FDA has not approved it for type 1 diabetics, because of fear. If I go to bed and my blood sugar drops and I can't, and I don't hear my alarm, or my husband doesn't sense it, or my cat doesn't wake, or my dogs can sniff out low blood sugar. So if you have a dog, hang around it enough and it'll be able to sniff out low blood sugar. But that's the fear. And FDA always has that fear for type 1s. Like even the Medtronic 780G that I had, finally got this in, I think it was 2022, somewhere in there. I finally got the 780. It took the US 3 years to approve this because they were worried because it was causing hypoglycemia in type 1 patients. The rest of the world had it.
Wow.
Canada finally approved it, and then finally the US after 3 years. And this is an insulin pump. This is a treatment for type 1 diabetics, and they still delayed it because of hypoglycemia concerns.
Wow.
It's insane. It's
As you
insane.
say, hypoglycemia is no joke, is it?
It's not.
For those of you who suffered from it,
Tamika has shared, and I think a few others, because it's a fine line between, and that's Tamika, I worry about you when you get, because I need you to have these gel caps and stuff, because it's a fine line when it's like I can still eat something, like I can physically chew and eat something to get that sugar up, and when I need like a liquid, because chewing would be a risk, right? I mean, it's a really fine line. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I stopped taking the medication like every week because of
I think
That's fun. Thank you, Twan.
Thank you, Twan.
lovely seeing you, Twan.
Good night, ladies. I got to get this workout on.
Good night.
Thank you for letting me come up.
Thank you, Twan. Well, thank you. And thank you for sharing that
Thank
journey.
you.
So
Go on, Harjarene.
your hypoglycemia, that's got to do with sugars?
It's blood sugar. So there's hyper, which is high blood sugar, right? That's a lot of us that have, been diagnosed. It's usually you usually are being diagnosed because of those elevated blood sugars, the hyperglycemia. And we can still get it, right? And then, but then the opposite of that is hypoglycemia. And and Tamika, and she has said this, non-diabetics can get hypoglycemia, even not on Mounjaro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like because and so sometimes, and again, I'm gonna say a thing, it's gonna be general, not everybody counters. Imagine, it's a day in the summer, you didn't eat breakfast, you built your day with, you got to run around and do a whole bunch of chores, you've got to take the kids here and there, you got to go shop, you've been busy from the morning when you woke up, you didn't eat anything, it's now 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon and you haven't eaten anything, you've just been running. That lightheadedness, that dizziness, if you were to check your blood sugar,
I need to do that.
it's
Because
more than likely.
I don't have to do all that running around and stuff like that.
Yeah. Very general statement I'm making there. But yeah, even non-diabetics can get hypoglycemia.
Remember at the game, how I told you I got up?
That's right.
Yeah.
Because
and,
you get was it help, where are my nurses and doctors? Is it tachycardia? Is that when it's fast?
Tachy is fast.
Tachycardia.
I have really bad anxiety. So
Yeah.
my therapist think also that it might have been some of my anxiety along with it. But I've been like this for years. I even passed out at Weight Watchers one time, and all the little old ladies were over, not Weight Watchers, curves. All the old ladies around me said, "Oh, it could be a number of anything." I passed out, because I got lightheaded, working out and stuff.
And that's why it goes back to what Twan said. You've got to eat even when you're not hungry.
Yeah.
You got to get that food in there.
Well,
and then I think
if I'm getting my kids ready, it don't matter what time of day it is, what I do. If I'm getting my kids ready, or just say if I bend down to pick up something or take off their shoes, it's like I'm going to pass out.
Right.
Like I stopped, like what happened? Did my oxygen not get to my brain, or did, what happened? So that's what I'm trying to figure out now. I need my doctors to be a little bit more serious about it because it's been going on for years.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I need you to get a new doctor, Harjarene, because I feel like that's the second time that doctor has delayed.
That was my therapist, like, breathe. When you go down or whatever you're doing, just try to take breaths because you could be forgetting to breathe,
Yes.
So.
There's been a lot of comments in the chat about hypoglycemia and hypoglycemia.
Yeah.
I'm just going to end it with the great thing that Kim Jays wrote. She says, that's why we're supposed to go to the doctors regularly.
Yes.
They can just monitor you more closely and provide further education so you've got a better understanding of what's going on with yourselves.
Yes. I go once a month, Joe.
And that's why I won't do intermittent fasting for me, because it's too long of a wait to eat. And by then I'm like this, nerve shaking real bad. So yeah.
Right. Yeah, we got, and that's kind of the blessing of the doc. Yeah, I see a doctor. I see my regular doctor. I think every 3, basically I see either doctor every 3 months. So, and they're I have a pretty good care team. So
that's good.
Yeah. I mean, again, they were yelling at me for 3 years to get on this thing. Imagine my world. I had started this in August of 2022.
We know this is a wonder drug.
But I wouldn't have met all of y'all.
That is right.
That's why I waited.
And I think that is a lovely way to bring today's episode towards a close. I think we've discussed movement. We've discussed the rationalization of getting some more activity and how we do it. We discussed making sure that we work with our doctors. But I think one thing that Tamika said that was beautiful was the fact that we're learning to listen to our bodies more, aren't we now?
Yes, we are.
We're starting to hear what our bodies are telling us. So let's listen and pay attention to when it's telling us those things. And as Kalam said, let's listen to the dog if the dog's worrying about you and you're a little bit lightheaded.
Right.
Harjarene, can I pass it back to you then to bring us out to a close?
All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming today. We appreciate each and every one of you. And we will see you back behind the scenes on Monday.
Lovely to see you all. Lovely to see you.
Bye, ladies. Thank you.
Simply Taisha's live.
Okay.
Bye.